What's up, everybody? This is not one of our normal Raider videos. As you guys know, our channel's been around for a few years already, me and Lisa Marie, and I've always been doing videos on cooking, and this is going to be one of my cooking videos. This video is super important to me because this is a video that's going to show myself and you guys, if you guys want to learn how to do it. But this is the tamale video, guys. I don't know if you guys know, but my mom is from Guadalajara. Super great cook, always has been. Mom's makes the best tamales you could ever want, guys. She's been making tamales for us at the barbershop for 10 years. And we've always sold tamales here every Christmas. So many clients love to buy her tamales because they're so delicious. But I've never ever learned how to make them. So this is a video where she's gonna show me how to make them. She's already showed me how to make the red tamales. This is what this video is for, is the red tamales. But I'm gonna show you guys step by step. She's explaining stuff. I'm gonna jump in, narrate it, show you guys exactly what she's doing. I didn't get the whole process because the video starts off where she's making the red chile, which is the most important part, guys, the red chile for the red tamales. The meat, she's already made the meat. But the meat is super simple. Just keep in mind, it's just basically a pork roast put to boil with water, an onion, and garlic, and that's it. You're just gonna boil it until it's done. When it's done, you're gonna shred that meat, and it's gonna be nothing but shredded pork. Shredded pork, that's what we're using for this recipe. Now you could use, like I was saying, you could use any type of meat you want. You could use pork, you could use to wrap the tamales, but the main ingredients, guys, on this recipe basically is the meat, which she's already made. So you're gonna see her put the meat in there. It's already been shredded. And then the other thing you're gonna need is you're gonna need chili pods, which is you're gonna use chile guajillo. You go to any Mexican store, they have chile guajillo. It's usually about $3.50 a pound. For this recipe, you're probably gonna need about maybe 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds of chile guajillo. And the way she puts it to cook, because she doesn't show that on there also, the chili pods are super easy. They're basically chili pods. You rip off the stem, and put them in that pot, put some water on, and get them to boil. You bring them to boil, to a hard boil, and once they boil, you're gonna use those chili pods. That's where the video starts off. I'm showing you guys right now. So keep that in mind. Don't be frustrated by just watching this video, because later on, I am gonna make these by myself at my house, attempt it all by myself. So that video will be more detailed, and it'll explain everything more in detail. This right here is more like my mom's video showing me how to make them, but just by what she showed me, I'm pretty positive I could duplicate this process, and that's going to be the important part. But the important part is all the ingredients. You know, like when you make the chile, keep in mind the chile is super easy. The chili pods, you're going to put cumin, and you're going to put whole black pepper, and you're going to put garlic into the blender with the chili pods. Blend it up. Once you blend it up, then you're going to strain it, get everything, all the seeds, everything, the pulp, everything out of there, and all you're doing is the juice. That juice is going to be combined with the meat to create the meat for the tamales. And then towards the end of the video, you're going to see how my mom prepares the masa, which is the other most important thing you could do. So just in case you guys don't see that or realize it, the meat, when you guys boil the meat, boil your meat with the onion and the garlic, you're going to put it to boil. Once you get the meat out of there, you're going to save the stock from the meat, the juice that the meat was cooking in. You're going to strain that and save that. That meat, that juice is going to be used for the masa. Keep that in mind. So I'm gonna start this video, and you're gonna see mom's gonna right away. She has the chili pods. You're gonna see her putting them inside the blender. I kind of run through exactly what she's doing so you guys can see that. But keep that in mind, guys. The process seems difficult, but I can tell you right now, it's not that bad, guys. And you follow these directions, follow this recipe, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have some delicious tamales at the end. So if you ever wanted to try tamales, this is a recipe to try, guys. This is the recipe. So right now I'm gonna start the video, and you'll see mom's gonna be making the chile right there. She's gonna combine it to the meat. At the same time, I'm still narrating right there, so you'll be seeing it little by little. But keep in mind, I'm going to be following up on a video where I make these all by myself, and that's going to be a more detailed recipe and everything. And then there'll be other videos coming out where she's going to show me how to make the green chile tamales, which is chicken tamales. And then she's going to show me how to make the cheese tamales. So keep that in mind. Hope you enjoy this video. And remember, guys, welcome to our channel. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. We're trying to build this channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I believe this video is going to do that for me, guys. So if you guys like Raider content, you guys like good food, and you guys just like wholesome family vlogs, this is the channel for you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you. Let this video start right here.
Todo eso le enseñé a la Ashley. Y le dije, ¿cuándo vas a hacer tamales? Y nomás se ríe.
No, ¿Y a las hojas le sacas las semillas o no?
No. Nomás le quito el palito.
Nomás el palito para...
Y las semillas están aquí.
Let me step into this part of the video right there, guys. Mom put the pods to cook in water, guys. I didn't know if I mentioned that, but basically you're gonna get your chili pods, take off the stem, put them in a pot with water, and you're gonna bring them to a boil. Once they get nice and soft, then they're ready to be blended up. Mind you, Mom lets everything cool down, guys. So she puts those chili pods to cook. She lets them sit there for a couple hours so they're cooled down. That way when she blends everything up, everything's not so hot and boiling and steaming and everything like that. So, you know, tamales is a process. It's not something that you do in one day. You're gonna have to make your meat, your salsa, everything one day, and then put them all together the next day. This is for making a red chili on red tamales, guys. Chile guajillo, ¿verdad? And all you're gonna do is put it to cook. Take off the sticks, the stems, put it to cook. Fill it up with guajillo, then you're gonna put in some garlic, some comino, and some whole black pepper. And you're gonna let it all blend up.
Are you on YouTube Live?
La otra blender que tenía trabajaba mejor que esta.
La blender?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a ninja, man.
No, la ninja y la tengo no.
The ninjas are bad.
No, sí.
Put about a tablespoon.
Y luego le pones como
Cuatro?
4 garlics.
4 garlics.
Y luego un poquito de peppers.
Black peppers. You leave the seeds inside the pods, guys. You don't have to take the seeds off the pods. All you're doing is taking the stems off. Blend it up, and then you're gonna put over here. Strain it, and your juice. That's your salsa. That's how you get the salsa out of it. The pulp's going in the trash. Okay guys, I'm stepping in right here. You guys can see that Mom, what she's doing right here is she's putting the chili, putting it in through the strainer, and now she's using her hands to push it through the strainer. Because if you let gravity take care of this right here, guys, it's gonna take forever. So Mom always jumps in there and she's pushing it all through in there. That juice right there, that's the salsa that you're gonna use for your meat, guys. That's the salsa that you want inside your meat. Sure she has another blender full. ¿Cómo cuánto hace este chile aquí para...?
Aquí, pues, yo me gusta que quede espesito, que quede bien colorado.
No que no quede light.
No, que no quede muy light, que se quede muy... María le pone harina, yo no le pongo harina. Así lo cierras para que se sale todo así. Y ya después lo haces así. Y me tiro la basura aquí.
¿Cuántas libras de chile era eso, mamá?
Pues no sé qué.
¿Era como una bolsita?
Hay una bolsita, nomás era una bolsita que compré.
Como una bolsita de plástico, ¿no?
La bolsita de plástico, pero no supe cuánto era. Ajo y cebolla y luego la dejé, no la dejé tan finita, mira. Sí, no tan finita, porque luego
So
cuando
this is pork right here, guys. It's pork butts, basically, and you're gonna boil it. ¿Qué le pusiste eso?
manteca.
No, ahorita ya que sea, ya está desmenuzada. She's already shredded this. This has already been shredded.
Le puse
¿Cómo la pusimos?
ajo y cebolla.
So garlic and salt, garlic and
Cebolla
cebolla
y
and sal, and that's what you put in it to cook it. And after she cooked it, she shredded it. Once she shredded it, she put it away. And then now that we made the chile, she's gonna add the chile to it, and that's gonna be our meat for the tamales. Y ese es puro pork, ¿verdad?
Ajá, es
Carne de
puro
puerco.
carne de puerco.
You could probably use a different kind of meat if you wanted to. You could use beef if you wanted to, if you don't like pork. But our tamales are always made with pork. So right now she added some manteca on the bottom just to get it to fry it up a little bit. She's just breaking it all up, make sure it stays all breaking down.
Ajo y mentiras, no es cierto. Porque siempre que lo ha hecho, ¿no? Nadie dice que sabe a puro ajo.
¿Por qué no le echaste todo el chile?
No, pues tengo que esperar.
Oh, okay.
A ver. Sí. Si lo pones todo el chile está mejor, ¿entiendes? Porque queda más espesito. Porque cuando lo pones bien poquito, cuando lo coces, la carne queda así, como de ese color. Hubiera visto los tamales que compramos ayer, qué malos los de pollo. Y a $2.50.
¿Cada uno?
Cada uno. Lo compramos ahí en el súper, pero yo no compré tamal de ese. Yo a mí me gustaba una de Lupe, que está poquito sweet. Sí.
And that's your red sauce right there, guys.
No.
All right, so she just added right now like 3 tablespoons of Nor, and then she's adding about some more salt in it, guys. I can tell you already, this smells delicious. It smells like tamales. Smells like a tamale meat. So like I was explaining right there, guys, this is a couple of days later. My mom made that chile. She made the meat. After she makes the meat, she brings it to a boil, gets it all nice and cooked up, and then she lets it cool down, puts it in the refrigerator. And this is the next day. This is the day that she's gonna make the masa right now, and then put the tamales together. You don't want to do it on the same day. You don't want to make your meat and then try to put your tamales together at the same time, because it's not gonna come out. The meat's gonna be too hot. The tamales, the masa is gonna be cold. You want to let everything cool down. Once everything cools down, then you could put everything together. So this is the next day already, okay? Okay, guys, over here, it's a couple days later. We're about to start making the tamales, but this is the next step. This is with the chile. Last step you guys saw when we were cooking it. This is a day later. After she cooks it, lets it cool down, puts it in the refrigerator. So right now, the pot's nice and cold. It's not, warm at all. We're putting the meat in the tamales cold, just to be specific on that. So the masa, everybody, this is the most important part of making tamales for those that you don't know. The masa, this is how we purchase it. We buy it at the store. Usually your Mexican stores will have it. It's called prepared. It's preparada. Prepared, that means it's ready to go, supposedly. But it never is, guys. Not if you want to make real legit tamales. Está muy dura. So mom says that it's very hard. That's why, it has to be soft in order for you to be able to smear it onto a husk to make the tamales. So this is what mom is going to use to soften it up. First of all, right here, this is the stock from the meat. When she cooked the meat, she made the meat in water, onions, garlic, right, Ma?
Yeah.
And then once the meat was done, she took the meat out. This is the juice that was left over. She ran it through a strainer, So all this is the juice only. So it's, of course, it's juice with a little bit of fat in it, stuff like that. And then right here, she's gonna put some baking powder. First step.
A little bit.
Not too much. About a tablespoon, guys.
Then le pones
Then you're gonna add
el juice.
She's gonna add the juice from the stock of the meat.
Nomás no me vayas a retratar. La cara,
You're beautiful,
No,
mamacita.
ni siquiera me puse crema en la cara. Ahorita me
Ya sabías
bañé.
que íbamos a hacer video, mamá.
Sí, pero estaba haciendo. Me bañé ahorita, le dije ya no me voy a
All right,
bañar.
that's it. Mom said don't put her on the video, guys. So we're just gonna put her hands. But this is what she's doing. Basically, she's kneading in the juice from the meat
La masa.
into the masa to make it soft. It has to be soft and pasty. And when the masa comes out from wherever you're gonna get your masa, it's never gonna come prepared like this. This is an extra step you have to do to your masa in order for your tamales to come out the right way.
Porque de la otra manera quedan bien duros.
Yeah, your masa will come out very hard if you don't add some kind of juice to it. ¿Y qué más le echas, mamá?
La manteca.
She's gonna also add lard to it right now. ¿Y aquí cuántas libras de masa es esa, mamá?
Son como 30, ¿no, Janet?
Yeah, one bag is 10 pounds.
And there's 3 bags in there?
Ellas son 3 aquí.
So this is 30 pounds of masa right now. 30 pounds of masa. Usually the bags, like we buy them like this is like 10-pound bags.
Ahí tiene atrás.
So you could buy it, see?
Ahí
Oh yeah.
dice dónde lo compro.
Oh yeah, right here. This is a 7-pound bag and we pay $1.69 a pound. So right there, that's about, if it was 3 bags of that, so it's probably about 25 pounds of masa. So right there, she's just adding, getting it nice and smooth on the texture.
No se cansan de llamar todo el día.
Damn likely they call my mom all day long. So see how she just kneading it in and now it's getting nice and soft, a lot softer. Can't be scared to get your hands in there, guys. If you're gonna be doing tamales like this, you can't be scared to put your hands in there. You have to get your hands dirty. You gotta get in there, and that way you can really get it good. Because if you try to do this with a spoon, it's not gonna work good. What about si tienen una máquina, ma?
Pues si tiene máquina, pues está bien.
Una batidora?
Batidora, pero
If you have the big turning one, the one that has a big bowl on it, you could do it pieces at a time, the same way, guys, and it'll come out really good. But old school style, con las manos, ¿se da más?
Yo lo hago con la mano. Porque la batidora que tenía se me quebró, nomás haciendo poquita más.
Okay, guys, so the lard that she uses is this Farmer John's right here. And what she does is she melts it down first. She's not going to put it in the way she does. She'll melt it down. So she already... Okay?
Let it cool off, que no está caliente.
Oh, okay. So what she does is she'll melt it down and then put it in the refrigerator. So right now that she's putting it in there, it's not even warm. It's already been cooled down. She did that ahead of time. So these are just prep things that you got to do ahead of time. So she just added that the manteca.
So it's a bowl of manteca.
Yeah.
You melt it down and then you put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, bowl of manteca. So basically, look at that. She used about half of that right now. Put it all in, melted it down, and put it in the refrigerator so it cools down. It's gonna stay like a liquidy substance, and then you're just gonna add that to your tamales. So you're adding stock, and then you're adding manteca. And now she's getting that right consistency. You guys can see right there. So it's nice and soft. That way, when you smear it on your husk, it goes on there nice and easy. And trust me, the manteca is what gives the masa a better taste, guys. If you know what I mean? If you want them to do them right, you want to actually add lard. I mean, you could do cooking oil, I guess, but I don't think it would taste the same.
Se hacen duros.
Se hacen duros si le pones aceite en vez de manteca?
No aceite.
No. Yeah, see? Follow the recipe, guys. It has to be manteca, lard. It doesn't have to be Farmer John, but you could use any kind of lard. But it has to be lard.
Pueden comprar la que está suelta y que venden en paquetes.
Sometimes, if you go to the Mexican markets where you buy the masa like this, they'll have the lard in cubes. By the pound, you can use one of those, melt it down, same thing.
Sí, mira ya cómo se hizo este.
That's a nice, yeah. See, nice and see how it's nice and smooth, nice and consistent. That's gonna smear on really good onto the
Cuando
husk.
le pone el caldo, tiene que mirar primero como un cup o 2 cups, ¿me entiendes?
Ajá.
Y luego, para que no le quede muy aguada, pues si queda muy aguada, no.
La manteca?
No,
La-
la masa.
Oh, so no, yeah. So what she's saying is don't go crazy on the juice. You know, you don't want it to be too smooth either. The good thing is if you make it like this and you feel like it's too smooth, you can always have another one of these and add a little bit more, and you'll thicken it back up again.
Pero eso ya está listo, sí.
You want orange juice? I can make one right here. I can make one right here.
That looks good, Mom.
Así salió buena, ¿verdad?
Yep.
Ya la masa que me quede le voy a hacer a Lisa tamales de frijol.
That's the great thing about tamales that my mom's saying right now is that sometimes, like my wife, she loves tamales of beans, of just beans. And she'll make them with this same masa right here. She'll add beans in the middle, and you'd be surprised. They're super good. Let me show you guys what the husk look like. So this is the final product right here on the masa. That's the way you want your masa to look out. The husk, here's the way we buy them. We buy them in packages like this. And you don't just use them, pull them out of the bag and just use them, guys. They're already clean and everything. But what you want to do is this is what we do. We put them in a tray and you let them soak down. You want your husk to be nice and soft. You want them to be moist. You don't want to put your husk all dry. It's very important.
To take off the bag.
Yeah, sometimes they'll have hair on them from the corn. These are corn husks. So you want to make sure that they're nice and clean, and you want to get them nice and wet.
Just leave them in there for a little while.
And what we do is we soak them for
Like
20
maybe
minutes,
half an hour.
an hour, and then my mom will just pull them out of here and as she needs them, right?
Yeah.
So she'll have this soaking right here, and then she'll grab, like she's ready to go. She'll come over and grab a pack of them and take them over there and start using them. This is another item you're gonna need when you're making tamales, because this is your what we use to wrap them. You're gonna wrap your tamales in the husk, but you're gonna put them in wax paper. That way you could store them, put them away, unless you're gonna make them that day. Because tamales you can make, build them up, put them in wax paper, and then what we do is we tie them up in bags of 10 and put them away in the freezer. And then when you're ready to cook them, then you could just steam them. All right, guys. Mom's on it already. She has this little thing right here. You can use this spoon if you want to. It's the way she's doing it right now. But basically, you're gonna get your tamal. You're gonna smear on a nice portion all the way across, as you can see right there. A nice even layer too. You want to kind of have a nice even layer because the masa is very important. You want it all the way to the edges too. This is our meat right here from the one we made yesterday. It's all cooled down. Everything's cooled products, guys. Nothing's warm, nothing's hot. So everything has to be cool.
Si los hacen calientes, se acedan.
They're gonna go bad. If you make them hot, they're gonna go bad, especially if you're gonna store them. This way right now, she could actually freeze them. See how she puts the meat in there? Closes one side, closes the other side, and folds it up. Then she'll grab a paper.
Good or what? Yeah, hungry.
And there you are, one tamal. This is what they're gonna like. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna stack them straight up on your steamer. Here she's gonna show us how to make another one. Usa la palita esta vez, ama.
Ya la voy a usar.
She's gonna show you guys. She uses this little paddle that she has. See how with the paddle it's a lot easier and it comes out nice and smooth and it's a lot faster. than using it with a spoon. A lot of people don't like using the spoon. They like using they don't like using the paddle. They like using the spoon. For my mom, she thinks it's a lot easier and a lot faster. And if you guys notice the way she puts she puts masa on the edges a lot, because guys, these are the flaps. When you fold the meat over the flaps, when you open up your tamal should always have a flap of just masa. That's like the best part of the tamal. That she puts the meat right there. Then that's the flap. See this flap right here? That flap doesn't have no meat on it right there. So when you open up your tamal, that's gonna be a flap of just nothing but masa. That's the best part. My mom don't waste nothing, guys. Here it is. 2 down. And usually what she does is she puts them on a tray. ¿Tienes un tray, mom? Let me get it. I'll show you guys. So what we do is we'll set up a tray like this, and she'll just start stacking the tamales in here. And if you're, well, the good thing about making them this way, guys, is if you don't want to make them all that day, you can make them like this and freeze them. You put them in a freezer. What my mom does is she'll put a dozen in one bag and make it with a grocery bag and tie, or you can put them in Ziplocs. As long as you stand them up and they're, you can package them and put them in the freezer, and whenever you want to make them, you don't have to make them all at once.
No. Cada vez que quieran comer tamales, nomás los sacan de la bolsa.
So let me show you guys one more time. She puts the meat right in the middle, good generous amount. All right, the first flap is gonna get full of tamales. See that flap? But the next one, that's gonna be just a flap of nothing but masa. So another paper.
Can you take otro?
Make one more, Mom. One more para los que no sepan. Over here, you get your tamal, set them all up, and you can just stand them up. Like I said, and then you could just put them away, or if they're ready, you're ready to throw them into the pot and start steaming them up, and they'll be ready in an hour. Okay, one more, guys, one more.
Si están frozen en el freezer, tienen que durar 2 horas cociendo.
2 hours? Okay, so Mom's saying that if you freeze them and then you're gonna steam them, then it's gonna take you 2 hours of steaming it.
Yeah. Pero si están frescos,
but if they're fresh,
it's only 1 hour.
1 hour? Okay. So if you're making them right away when you're making them, then it should only take you 1 hour. But if you're freezing them and cooking them frozen, then it takes 2 hours. It's so much easier with the little paddle.
A lot of people no los pueden usar.
But a lot of people don't like using the paddle, guys.
They sell on Amazon.
And yeah, the paddle's sold on Amazon, in case you guys are wondering. Even the wax paper, most of these ingredients you can get on Amazon.
Eso los compré en el Snow Fighter.
Morning time.
We'll be making another video soon. It's gonna be the video of the green chicken also.
Chicken.
We'll be making that one next. This is the red tamales, and then later on we'll make we can show a video of how you make the también las rajas, mama.
Las de cheese.
The cheese. Those are so good. There it is right there, guys.
¿Qué? ¿Están enchilosos? ¿Se te cayó?
Flap. And you wrap from the corner.
Yeah.
Wrap it up like a burrito all the way across. Fold the bottom up. And there it is. That's it for this lesson, guys. As far as I'm going to take you.
Más que
And another view right here.
Ahí tenía frijoles. Para hacer unos de frijol. Mira. Así para que no queden tan míseros. Los que compramos el otro día, ¿qué tenía, Janelle?
Oh.
Compramos ahí en el súper un tamal de pollo y nomás tenía una hebrita así y no tenía chile ni nada. No.
Puro chicken.
No, pura masa.
It was all masa.
All masa,
It
¿no?
literally had like.
No tenía chile, no tenía...
Stay tuned for the green chile tamales, chicken ones that my mom makes. Oh man, those are so delicious, guys. I'm gonna show you guys the sauce on that, and that's
It
incredible.
literally had that much chicken.
Nomás hacía lo largo.
And it didn't even taste like anything.
No sabía nada, ni sabía ni a chile, ni sabía.
But tamales, guys, traditionally it's a family affair. You know, if you can make this and have like have your helpers come over and help you do the wrapping.
You know which ones we're gonna do next? We already talked about it. The elote.
Oh, the elote?
Vamos a hacer de elote.
Yeah, that'd be good.
De elotes están bien buenos.
Yeah, señorita. Break time.
¿Ya?
Tienen que comer, eh?
Okay.
All right, this is the last one right here. If you guys didn't catch it by now, you're not gonna get it. But look at even, nice even.
Ya.
Okay, a little bit of
Que no
meat.
queden como hoyitos, porque si quedan hoyitos salen como bofos, así como...
So she's saying don't leave little divots in there. It has
Yeah,
to be nice
yeah.
and smooth, nice and smooth.
Porque si no quedan así feos.
Because if you leave a divot, and then there's not gonna be masa on that little spot. Damn, your mom packs it in there. My mom makes tamales. You know,
You
little.
could add this to your. Right here.
Oh,
This is for the ones for later.
me acordé de los de frijol.
She wrapped it up. Let me show you. These are the beans that we're gonna use. Mom's gonna use these beans right here,
Right now.
refried. They're too hot to make it right now, but she's gonna let them dry, cool down, and then with that same masa, she's gonna make some in the middle. And then she does is she puts a little strip, a little piece of a Monterey Jack cheese in the middle. Oh my God, guys, they're so delicious. All right, guys, that's it pretty much for this video. You know, I just wanted to show you the steps of how it makes. The most important part of this video basically is knowing how to prepare the masa and how to make that green chile. How you put the tamales together, that's up to you. You know, people do it different ways. Some people tie them. Some people don't use wax paper. It just depends on your family, how you guys like them. But if you guys want to follow this in this tutorial, this is the very first one, guys. The next step is for me to make them on my own. Then I will create another video from that, guys. And for those of you guys that stayed this late in our video, guys, there's many videos on our channel for food. There's videos how to make pozole, how to make menudo, how to make carne con chile, how to make carne en su jugo, rice, beans, how to make beans, how to refry beans, how to make tacos. There's so many videos on our channel. If you guys go back, during the pandemic, I was video crazy and I was just picking mom's brain. And these are all my mom's recipes. So what I'm saying is don't hesitate to look up some of our other content, guys. Those videos are there step by step. I use them as references to this day. That's why I love doing videos like this, because these are good reference videos. Whenever I need to go back and check on a recipe, this is what I do. I go back on my own library, look for my own videos, post them up, look them up, and then duplicate those recipes, guys. So with that being said, that's it for this video, guys. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, Raiders versus Detroit. Me and Lisa are going to go somewhere to watch it. We're going to take you guys with us. Thanks for watching our video. Make sure you guys subscribe and smash that thumbs up.